Yeah, so as a practitioner, as a soloist and a practitioner, my my practice has changed a lot. And whereas I used to be very driven by music, I would normally begin a work with finding different bits of music that kind of said movement to me. And then I would work very closely with that piece of music, and there would be a theme and a something that would help also give it a thread. But it was very much musically driven and very organised, and I would always go into a space knowing exactly, minute by minute, how I would use the time, and it was very structured. And that's what's changed very, very much with the way I'm working now. And I wanted to, so I've been experiencing it as a soloist, basically walking into a studio with nothing and almost seeing what arrives, which is quite scary and is hard. But I really wanted to explore it with Threefold, and also just to explore it within a group of people, because I've worked with on my own, I've worked with another practitioner called Kai Thomas with this kind of work, but I've never actually stood outside of it and worked on it with other people, and also with students that this kind of work is not maybe something that they're used to doing. So it was a big risk. I knew it was going to be a risk, and I was nervous about that, and I was nervous for the students too, but I feel like what I wanted to give them the opportunity to experience performing in a different way, so that they didn't know what was going to happen every moment of the piece. And so therefore it that demands a very different sense of your awareness and your kind of attention in the space, which I think automatically makes you more engaging to watch, because you're watching somebody that's thinking and doing at the same time, or maybe not thinking, I don't know. It's kind of that play of not knowing allows other things to arrive. And what I really wanted them to experience was almost being themselves on the stage. I kind of feel like, and this is from my experience when I've worked with other people, that you almost become another. You lose yourself. Not completely, of course, you can never disengage from yourself, but you kind of you become separate from who you are in a way. And I really want to try, in my practice I'm trying to kind of find out how I can perform in such a way that I am being true to myself, to whatever that means artistically at that time. And I wanted to try and help, not encourage or allow the students to experience the potential that has, because I think if you can find that in performance, that kind of real honesty, that it gives you something back that's so different, but also I think you share something with the audience that's very, very different. It's not about the dancer giving and the audience just sitting back. I think there's more of a dialogue between the two, and there's one that the audience bit, I feel like it is much more of a conversation, and that's what I was trying to achieve with this piece. So it does have moments of it has moments of almost a little moment of reflecting back to what I did before. There's a little section in it with music by Doris Day, which I think very much encapsulates the sort of work I used to do. And not to say that I don't like it, I love it. But it's just, and I kind of like to just have little moments of it rather than it being driven by that kind of thing. Although I could quite happily do that, because I think it's lovely and it's great fun, and I love working with music. But the challenge for me as an artist is now how I can not be, not having this outside input, what I can find on the inside. And so I think that's what I wanted to try and share with the students. I have no idea if it works.